feeling he's going to be the king. In fact, he's so awesome. And you know, us Jewish people are really tired of being under the Roman law and under the Roman rule, and we can't wait to have a king again. You remember some of our really awesome kings, like who's ever heard of King David, right? King David. So now we're going to have a new king, I think. And I think it's going to be this man that's coming in. He's coming soon, and he's riding on a donkey. And the thing is I brought my palm leaves because I wanted to show him honor. But you know what? If his donkey's walking on mud, I'm going to put these down so he doesn't have to fall or trip or anything, because that's how special this king is. In fact, he's so super smart. You should hear him. When he reads from the scriptures, he's so bright and he understands them so well. He explains them so well. It's almost like he wrote them himself. And in fact, he loves kids. I remember one time when I was there, I saw these kids wanted to go up and talk to him and play with him and stuff. And the grown-ups, you know how grown-ups can be, the grown-ups were saying, "Now get away from him, kids." And I thought, why? He loves kids. And you know what he said? "Let the little children come to me." And the kids got to go up and get on his lap. They got to play, laugh, and have fun with them because he loves kids, but he loves grown-ups too. He loves everybody. That's what's so amazing about him. And really something else that's neat, we've never had a king before that can do this. I've seen him do miracles. I mean, real live miracles. Like, there was this blind guy. He was sitting at the gate. He couldn't see a thing from the day he was born. He never saw one drop of light. And guess what he said? He said, "Open your eyes." And you can see. And he opened his eyes. And he could see. And in fact, then there was somebody who couldn't even walk. His legs weren't even strong enough to carry his body. And Jesus said to him, "Stand up and walk." And he walked. And I wasn't there, but there was a kid, well, she was probably about your age. And she got so sick. She died. Now, people don't come back from the dead, right? Well, he went into her, took her by the hand, and she said, so this king not only is smart, not only knows his scripture, not only loves kids, he actually can do miracles. I'm positive he's sent to us from God. That's why I know he's going to be our new king, because after all, I think God handpicked him to be our new king. I think instead of King David, we're going to have a new king that's even more awesome. And then we don't have to be ruled by the Romans anymore. We're going to have a real king, and a real king is going to take care of us. I just can't wait. In fact, everybody's so excited. You can probably hear them in the distance. They're all calling, "Hosanna, Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." In fact, they know the Lord sent him. Isn't it amazing? I'm going to go because I can hear them down the hall. If I see them, I'll let you know. You guys are still here. I have to tell you, since I talked to you last week, things didn't really go so well. It's been a terrible week since I saw you last. In fact, I did get to see him coming. I did get to see him riding on the donkey. And I did get to praise him, and I did get to wave my palms at him and everything. I was so excited. And then later on in the week, I saw this crowd gathering. So I figured they were probably going to plan his coronation or something so that we could have him be our new king. And they were all in Jerusalem, and I figured what they're doing is we're getting ready to set up the palace or something. You know, I mean, we're going to have our new king back. And I went out to go see what the crowds were saying. They were pretty angry. In fact, I didn't even know what they were talking about, so I went closer and closer, and I could see up at the top of the steps going across the front of the courtyard, I could see Barabbas. Now, you guys, I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a terrible criminal. He's robbed people. He's even killed people. And he was up there on him. He was up there, and I thought, I guess everybody's mad because he got, you know, because he was such a bad guy, and they're going to kill him now, right? And then I saw another prisoner. And I looked closer, and I thought that couldn't possibly be. It was Jesus. Jesus was standing up there, and he had his hands tied up. That didn't make sense. He was supposed to be our new king, and now he was like a criminal. He had been arrested. And now he was standing with the murderer thief guy. There's no way. But fortunately, it was Passover time. And at Passover time, we're allowed to pick one criminal that we can release back into the public. So I thought, here's Jesus' chance, because he's never done anything wrong. There's no reason he should have even been arrested, much less why he should be up there. And so they asked, who do you want to us to release. That's what a crazy crowd said. Give us Barabbas! What? Are you kidding me? He killed people. He robbed people. He stole their money, and then he would kill them. Who wants him back on the street? What has Jesus done? Well, so the guy took a look and he said, are you sure? Because I interviewed Jesus and I found no fault in him at all. I haven't found one thing he's ever done wrong. So why would you want this guy who's killed people and stolen things? Why would you want him released? They said, give us Barabbas! So they had to release Barabbas. The bad guy back into the streets again. But then the worst part was, they didn't release Jesus. And he said, what should we do with him? Remember they said, these same people that had waved those palms and said, blessed is he who came in the name of the Lord, the same people that said, Hosanna, Hosanna, said, crucify him! Do you know what it is to be crucified? They hang you on the cross, and they keep you there until you are dead. Why would they kill Jesus? That doesn't make any sense. I told you how good he was. I told you how smart he was. I told you the miracles he did. There's no reason they should have killed him. But that's what this crazy group was saying, to crucify him. And so Pilate asked, well, why would you want him crucified? And they said, he says he's the king, but he's not our king. He says he's the Son of God, but he's not the Son of God. They were saying really mean things about him. Really special person that's never done anything wrong. I was just heartbroken listening to it. And so then he said, okay, do what you want. He said, do what you want. I know what they wanted to do. They already told us what they wanted to do. Please don't do what he said. Please don't crucify him. So he said, you can go ahead and take him out and beat him. Because maybe that would be enough for the people. Maybe the people would be satisfied if he just got a beating and then he got set free, right? So they took off his shirt so that his skin was bare. And they beat him. Now they don't do that nowadays. But they beat him with a whip. Now the whip had was like leather, like material, from like an animal's skin. They cut it into strips, and on the ends, they tie on pieces of bone. They tie on animal teeth, the sharp kind. They tie on like rocks that are sharp, like an arrowhead or something. They tie them on, and then they take this whip with all these strings, with all these sharp things on the end, and they take it like this, and they go wham right across his back. Well, do you know what happens when something like that hits your back? The pointy things go right into the skin. And as if that's not bad enough to just get hit with the leather straps and the pointy things to poke you, here's how they get it off of you. They pull it. When they pull it, your skin breaks. So now he has cuts on his back, blood on his back from where he was beaten. Now they had a rule back in those days that you could only do that to somebody. You couldn't do it 40 times because 40 times is probably when they would die. And I can only imagine they knew that because they had people that died of 40 whips. They said, you can do it, but you have to suffer 30 times. So they beat him so that his back was raw, it was bleeding, and you know what? He didn't even say, stop. He didn't say, why? I haven't done anything wrong. He never said anything. He didn't say, you know what? Because in all reality, he created us. He could have said, I created you. You have no right to beat me. You have no right. I've never done anything wrong. He didn't say a thing. It was almost like this was supposed to happen. I didn't understand it. Well, then after they beat him, they were still making fun of him. They were really bullying him. They were making fun of him and calling him the king of the Jews. So you know what they did? They made him a crown. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking a crown with, this is what I was thinking. You're thinking a crown that was sparkly, right? One that had jewels and gems. This was going to be his crown, right? No, it wasn't. They made a crown out of these thorns. Look how long they are. This is way longer than the thorns that you get on a rose bush. And you know what they did? They mocked him, they made fun of him, they twisted it all together, and then they put it on his head. They didn't just leave it there, they pushed it down. If this gets pushed down into your head, it's going to make the skin break. And then blood will be dripping down his face. So he had his beaten back with all that blood on it, and they put a purple robe on him to make fun of him. They said, here's your king. Look at your king now. They spit on him. They pulled out pieces of hair from his beard. They were terrible to him. It was the most awful thing I've ever seen. And he just let them do it. And you know what? God made him. God sent him down here. Why didn't he just say, God, take me out of this? Why didn't he just say, I know we could have done it. Why didn't he say, God, you have the control of all the angels. Send them down and make them stop. But he didn't. He suffered and he let them do that. Like there was a purpose. But I don't understand what a purpose could be for that. So they sent him out and they said, here's your king. Here's your king of the Jews. Then they told him he had to go up to Mount Calvary. Now that was at the top of the hill. And here's the weird thing. He'd carry his own cross. I don't know if you've ever carried a cross before. They're so super heavy. And his back was so sore. He was so weak, he could barely carry it. So much so that they had to have a stronger man help him to get it up there. When they got it up there, they laid it out on the ground. And then they took Jesus. And they laid him out on the ground. Now, I don't know if you know it, because you probably have never been to a crucifixion before. But they have to get you to stick on the cross somewhere. Do you know how to do it? So, how do you do it? Put nails in it. So they laid Jesus down on the ground. The cross was on the ground. They laid him on the ground and they stretched out his arm and they held it out. Now, if it was me, I would have pulled my arm out. Because I don't want a nail in my arm. I would have been running down the hill, but he didn't. He let them do it. So they pulled out something I've never seen before. It was the world's biggest nail I've ever seen. Because the nail had to hold you on the cross. So what they did was they would take this big giant nail, his arm was already out, and they would put it in here, and then the sailor, I'll never forget, they hit it with the hammer, like that, right into his arm, through his arm and into the cross. I know, right? Why didn't God stop it? Why did he let the angels stop it? Why did he let them suffer like that? That was Jesus. Jesus never did anything wrong. Why would they let him suffer? And then they took his other arm and they put it out. They did the same thing over and over. And they did it to his feet. Now the cross was laying there. He had suffered so much. And if that wasn't bad enough, they picked up the cross and they put it down in the hole that holds it straight up. And when they put that down, your whole body would jerk and it would pull on those new nail holes in your arms and in your feet. It must have hurt so bad. He didn't cry out. He didn't call out. He didn't say, stop it. He didn't do anything but let them do what they did. It was terrible. And in fact, remember how I told you that Pilate said they couldn't find anything wrong with them? When they put him up on the cross, when they put the cross up high, he had a special sign made for it. And he put it up there, and it said, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews. So guess what? He believed that he was the King of the Jews. And he wasn't even Jewish. But he believed it, so why did the Jewish people believe it? Why did they kill their own king that came? I don't understand it. So he was hanging up there. He had the crown on his head, and he was just suffering and suffering. He said he was thirsty. Guess what they gave him to drink? Vinegar. I don't know if you've ever drank vinegar before, but it's not good. And if you're thirsty, you certainly don't want that. And he just suffered and never said, take me down. Never said, this is your fault. You evil people for putting me up on the cross. He did it with such love. It was amazing. Then suddenly, it was the middle of the afternoon. It was 12 o'clock in the afternoon when you're usually having lunch, and suddenly, the sky got pitch black. Pitch black like it was the middle of the night. We never had that in the daytime before, and it lasted for a couple of hours. Pitch black. It was so scary and so eerie. And then at the end, I heard Jesus cry out. He said, it is finished. And when he said it was finished, his head went forward. He breathed out his very last breath. It was over. They actually killed him. They actually took him all the way to the point of death. I thought God was going to save him before that. I thought the angels were going to swoop down and take him off the cross. I thought he wasn't really fact, the tombs that we have are kind of like a cave, and it has a big giant rock, and they roll it in front of it and cover it up. And then they actually put a guard there so that nobody could come steal the body out. That's how afraid they were that they would think he was coming back. So they covered it up, and then he's been in there a couple of days. So that's actually where I am right now, because I brought some more stuff. Like, we like to put new stuff on to cover up his body. I like to spray a little perfume, a little oil on him, because bodies start to smell after a while. And I thought, I didn't think Jesus was going to die, and I didn't think it was going to end this way, but I at least wanted to show him respect to death. So I'm going to take this now, and I'm sorry to have to give you that terrible news, because when I first talked to him, I really thought he was going to be king. I really thought he was coming to be our Savior. And then they killed him. I really don't know what to think now. I'm going to the tomb, and I'm going to put this on him, and I'm going to put some oil on him. That's all he's asking. He's alive! He's alive! I don't believe it! I went to the tomb, and guess what? The stone wasn't there, because I was trying to think, how am I going to open it? The stone wasn't there. Guess what was there? This brightest light I've ever seen. And after that night was so dark, when he got crucified, the day was so dark, to see something so bright was amazing. And I peeked in, and guess what I saw? I saw one of those angels that I thought was going to save him off the cross. And you know what he said? Why are you looking for the living among the dead? And I thought, I don't know what that means. It sounds like a riddle, but it sounds like he's thinking I'm looking for somebody that's living, and I came to see somebody who was dead. And I said, where is he? Where is he? Where have you taken him? What have you done with his body? Guess what? He wasn't in there anymore, because guess what? He was standing there alive. All this time I couldn't figure out why they killed him, and now I know why. There was a special purpose. Do you know what that purpose was? The purpose was so that we don't have to be away from him for the rest of our lives. That we can spend the rest of our lives with him. In fact, he said something to his disciples that I didn't understand, but now I get it. He said, in my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. But I have to go, and I will go prepare a place for you in my Father's house, and then I will come back for you. And you can live with me forever. Well, that sounds like an awesome idea. So he had to go, and he's preparing a place for us. But yet we can't go there because it's in heaven. And in heaven you can't have any sin in heaven. And we all have sin, so there's got to be a way that we can get there. And here's where the whole plan comes together. The reason Jesus died when he was perfect was because he was the only one that had no sin. So he was the only one that could shed his blood for us and pay for our sins. In other words, our sins mean that we have to die and be apart from God forever. It means we have to die and we have to go to hell forever. And I don't want that. But if we accept Jesus' love, we accept the fact that he died on the cross and rose again, we get to go to heaven to be with him. And even better than that, we get to spend our lives with him. We can talk to him, we can read the Bible, we can have a special relationship with him that we couldn't have. So as much as I thought this was such a terrible thing that happened, it's been a crazy week. It started out really awesome where we couldn't wait to see our new king, and then they killed our new king before he even got to be king. Now he rose again. He went back to heaven because he's going to prepare a place for us, and guess what? Someday, do you know what the Bible calls him? The King of Kings. Not just the King of the Jews. He's the King of Kings. That means he's the king above every king. He's the king above the Jews. He's the king above the Gentiles. Every king in the whole wide world will one day have to bow down to the King of Kings. So Jesus is going to be our King of Kings. And if you want to be with him later on when you die, and you can go to heaven and be with him, but only if you have him in your heart. Okay, so what I want you guys to do, I want you to close your eyes and bow your heads, and we're going to pray to him, because we can talk to him anytime. So go ahead and close your eyes. Dear Lord Jesus, we thank you so much for what you did for us. You suffered so much, and you didn't complain. You didn't whine, you didn't cry. You told you and you were so mean to you, Lord. And you did that because you loved us. You didn't stop it because you knew it was part of your Father's plan. You went through with it, you let him do that. And in the end, you were glorified. In the end, you made a way for us to spend forever with you, Lord. And I'm so glad. And the best part about it is that we get a chance now to be able to spend the rest of our lives with you too. And I'm going to ask you guys, keep your eyes closed. If you've already asked Jesus in your heart and you know you're going to spend the rest of your life with Jesus, I want you to put your hand up. Just slip it up and let me see. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that so many of you have asked Jesus in your heart. You can put your arms down. Now, if you can't remember about asking him into your heart and you really want to spend the rest of your life with him and you want to go to heaven and be with him, be in one of those mansions he's preparing and have a relationship with him, then keep your eyes closed and raise your hand if you haven't asked him into your heart. Okay. So what we can do is, you can put your hands down now. In a minute, we're going to go on to our different classrooms and do different things. But if you raise your hand, I want you to wait in here with me because I want to talk to you, because I want you, if you do want to know Jesus, I want you to know for sure that you know Jesus. I don't want you to think, you know what, I'm going to go to heaven because mommy and daddy are. Or I'm going to go to heaven because I go to church every day. I want you to know that Jesus can be in your heart and he can be your King of Kings, and I want you to know how to get to heaven. So if you raise your hand that you're not sure or that you would like to, then I want you to stay here and we'll talk for a couple minutes and we can go back to your class.